I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value.
Good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Global Watchman News. My name is Lori Swan, and I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are in the live chat, we do ask you to keep it family friendly. There will be moderators in there to make sure that we stay within the terms of service put forth to us by the platform we're utilizing today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Take a minute, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you know when we go live. We've got some updates for the train, the rail strike that is supposed to take place starting at midnight on Friday. I thought when I was coming on here, I was going to be giving a different update than what I'm giving you guys right now. But unfortunately, it seems that we have other news. It looks like one of the rail unions has rejected the deal to have accepted the deadline or the strike before the deadline. It says in Omaha, Nebraska, members of one union rejected a tentative deal with the largest U.S. freight railroads Wednesday, while 2 ratified agreements and 3 others remained at the bargaining table just days ahead of the strike deadline, threatening to intensify snarls in the nation's supply chain that have contributed to rising prices. About 4,900 members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers District 19 voted to reject the tentative agreement negotiated by IM leadership with the railroads, the union said Wednesday, but the IM agreed to delay any strike by its members until September 29th to allow more time for negotiations to allow other unions to vote. Railroads are trying to reach an agreement with all other unions to avert a strike before Friday's deadline. The unions aren't allowed to strike before Friday under the federal law that governs railroad contract talks. What has happened is this has been going on for over a month. Actually, it's been going on for a few months. Federal government had interjected. They gave a 60-day extension. 30 days was going to be for negotiations. Another 30 days was going to be for the cool down before this happened. The cool down period ends, like I said, Friday at midnight. So, we could possibly see a strike. Amtrak, let me pull this up for you. Amtrak has, within the last 45 minutes, where is it? Right here, U.S. passengers. Amtrak, and like I said, this came out about 45 minutes ago. Amtrak has canceled long-distance trains for now. And this is out of Detroit. So, like I said, this is about 45 minutes ago, 52 minutes ago this came out. U.S. passenger railroad Amtrak said it will temporarily cancel all of its long-distance trains starting on Thursday because of potential freight rail work stoppage that could start the following day. Amtrak workers are not involved in the labor dispute, but the railroad operates almost all of its 21,000 route miles outside the U.S. Northeast corridor on tracks owned and maintained and dispatched by freight railroads. So this is going to affect local metro and metro transportation as well. You may want to check your local news agencies because they will be possibly putting up updates for you. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Guys, I don't know. Was it the day before yesterday? I don't even remember anymore. I told you that our local Metro had put up a warning for everybody that if you use Metro to get to work, or if you use Metro to get to work or for other traveling purposes, you may want to look into an alternative ride. They said the commuter rail system company announced on Tuesday, so that was yesterday. Okay, so it was yesterday that we talked about it, that a potential work stoppage by freight rail workers could happen as early as Friday. So here in Chicago, and I can only speak for Chicago, that's the only metro area that I'm looking at right now. They have warned people to make better arrangements. This is going to have a greater effect on people than I think you realize. We talked about the impact it's going to have on our food staples and transportation like that, such as mail and goods and services. But also, it's going to affect people trying to get to work. Here in Chicago, hundreds of thousands of people depend on the Metro Rail to get them to work from the suburbs into the city and home every single day. It's not feasible for these people to take a bus to get to work and back. The bus would take them hours, literally, and there's really no way to get all the people. If you are aware of inner city of Chicago, this is a logistical mess, guys. Literally a logistical mess. If you live in an area where you depend on the metro or metro to get you back and forth to work, you may want to start talking about carpooling or anything like this. So yeah. Black Apple, Chicago, train is the last of our worries. Yes, I know. I'm aware of what's going to happen January 1st. I'm preparing a live stream about that. I live in the Chicago land area. I live about 30 miles southwest of Chicago proper. And I can tell you that in the place that I live, in the surrounding areas, we are very concerned about what is going to be happening on January 1st. So I am preparing a live stream on that to take place before I go on vacation. So it'll be within the next week or so, because I will be gone for quite a while. I'm leaving on the 29th to go to the Portland area. I'll still be live streaming, but it won't be shows like prepared shows like this. We're going up to Portland, and then we'll be coming back I think we fly back in on the 10th. We're going to sleep at home, and then on the 11th, we need to pack up to go to Shreveport. Our uncle passed away of Alzheimer's over the weekend. So we will be heading down there for the funeral. So I won't be back until, I can't even tell you when. I'm not even sure how long we're going to be down in the Shreveport area. So I am preparing that. I'm not going to play, I have a video pulled up talking about, where is it? It's right here. I'm not going to play this because I know that YouTube has a thing about Tim Pool, so I'm not going to even attempt to play his video. But if you are over on Facebook, go ahead and look up Tim Pool, and it talks about Biden and the Democrats panic as rail union rejects deal. Strike will nuke economy just before midterms. Go over there, take a look at that, watch it, share it, get the information down. If you have people in your area that, are, guys, this is literally a logistic nightmare. If you're wondering why this is going to affect Amtrak and the Metro and Metra in the areas, it's because they use the same tracks that are maintained and dispatched and belong to the railroad, the big railroad companies. So, they rent space, they rent the time to use these big I can't even talk today, big railways. So, yeah, keep an eye out, guys. I'm going to be a broken record again. Time is running out. If you have not stocked up on food, essentials, you need to do it. You only have a couple of days left. I understand that this may not happen, but if it does, you don't want to be caught with your pants down. That's the last thing you want, because this is going to affect the shelves. This is going to affect prices. This is going to, and not just your local stores, not just your Piggly Wiggly down on the corner, not just your local 7-Eleven or your local Circle K. We're talking logistically freight from other countries that are coming into the ports. You guys, I don't think a lot of people realize. They think truck drivers transport. There are not enough truck or truckers out there right now to handle the incoming freight at the ports. Our rail system handles so much. And I'm going to tell you, they also handle the transportation of coal and the necessary items needed to heat our homes, to produce or generate electricity. Logistically, this is just craziness, okay? Absolute insanity. So we are not contracted out to Metra. No, but you use the lines. The Metro uses the same tracks as the railroads do. So, so make sure that you completely and totally get prepared for this. Like I said, we don't want to be caught with our pants down per se. If you don't use what you buy, then you will. It's food products. You'll eventually use it all. So, there's that. I think that's all I got for us at the moment. Navy Shark, would you like to come up here and talk to us? You are the one that I have been looking to for the comments to get under this. If you would like to come up here and jump up real quick, I don't plan on staying here too much longer. I have a lot to do today, tonight. My husband's unexpectedly coming home. He's coming back from Idaho on his way to Boston, and he wants a shower, and he wants a hot meal, and he wants to sleep in his bed for the night. So he's going to be coming in a couple of hours. So I'm not going to stay up here very long. But go ahead and click on that link. That is just for the Navy Shark. And if he wants to come up, click on that link. Yes, the 6 o'clock show is still a go, Richard. That is not going to be a show per se. It's a video that I want to play for you guys that just came out. And it's got a lot of great information pertaining to the Queen, IPEC GOAT 2, And the dates that we've been watching, the 9/23, again, seems to be one of those big dates that are popping up. So yes, that is a go. So Navy Shark, if you want to pop up, just click that link. It'll ask you to authorize your camera and your microphone. Go ahead and click yes on that. You do not have to use your camera. Obviously, I don't use mine only because mine sucks. Mine's really I don't know. It's never been good on this computer. Let's put it that way. It's very, very foggy. Even when my computer was new, it didn't work. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to pop on. If you don't want to, I completely understand that, but I do want you to know that I do appreciate your input on this this topic, and we'll keep watch of that. What else do I got for you tonight? We're going to be over in Rise of the New World Order. I will not be over there. I'm going to bow out for tonight only because, like I said, my husband's in town. I would rather spend time with him than be on a live stream. But there's going to be a guest over there. We're going to talk about recovery, the road to recovery, from addict to recovering, or from being an addict to sobriety, I guess you would say. Mosaic Mama is going to be over there. I do not think Fifth Dimension is going to make it tonight. I think she said a couple of days ago that she was going to be out of town. But Mosaic Mama is going to be over there, I believe. If you want the link to that channel, it is in the description area of all of our videos. Click on that, click on over there, and make sure you subscribe to that. So, all right, I guess you're not going to join us, Navy. That's perfectly fine. I completely understand. So, all right, guys, that's all I've got for us right now. I do want to make sure that you guys understand and are clear on the fact that when I put this information out there, it is not to put the spirit of fear into us, because that's not something that we do. We make sure that you have all of the facts, all of the sources. I put the links in the description area below for you guys to check it out. Do your own due diligence. Do not believe a word I say. Do it for yourself. That's what the computers are for. That's what basically the Library of Alexandria is, that we hold in our hands, that we call our phone. Make sure you're doing your research. So until next time, guys, I want to thank everybody in our chat room. I want to thank all of our moderators, and we will be back tonight at 6 o'clock. And until then, eyes open, no fear.